What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Natsu, and to my left, I'll just say my left, is my co-host,
D&N.
and today we're going to talk about Payback. Starting off, we had Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus in a steel cage match.
Pretty good match, I'll say. I was kind of concerned that Trish Stratus was going to break her fucking legs at one point, but slipping her foot through the top steel bar, I thought, you pull her down, I thought her leg was coming off.
Yeah.
But luckily it was meant to happen, because he was meant to slip both legs through the steel bar, and she got hung backwards.
I'm just happy I witnessed that fucking match. That was definitely a match of the year candidate.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Especially with the Zoe Starks turning. I kind of saw it coming eventually because I didn't think Trish was going to stick around for, a couple more matches. I mean, she still might.
I was worried about Trish Stratus just doing it again and, turning on her. I mean, she was trying to, but they set it up right where Zoe eventually turns on her, and it's thank God, please don't have her turn on her too, because it just, you can't use somebody, a Hall of Famer like that, just to help people, turn on them, lose. Help people, turn on them, lose.
Well, that, and, so this is probably unrelated to the steel cage match. Well, it is, but Ronda Rousey is trying to get a match sanctioned by the UFC for UFC 300.
Oh yeah, she's done. She's done. That match with Shayna, she's done. She's out.
Yeah. And then what was night? Oh, it was LA Knight versus The Miz.
LA Knight versus The Miz.
With special guest
referee John Cena.
It's weird. I didn't even see the referee that entire match.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I saw a floating shirt, but I don't know.
Oldest joke in the book. Honestly, John Cena did pretty good being a guest referee that time.
That and the tension between him and LA Knight.
I'd love to see a long feud with LA Knight and John Cena, because I think that would help. LA Knight's so bad, but it would also, I don't want to see another singles versus single match where John Cena obviously loses and put another guy over, because that didn't work out well last time with Theory.
Yeah.
Theory's still shitting the bed.
Yep.
That was the match before that. That was the match before that.
Oh, yeah.
Theory.
Fucking damn it. I feel bad now. We totally spaced over Rey Mysterio.
My bad.
And
it was because Theory was in the match. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm happy Rey won.
Yeah. The only thing that I liked is that it showed Theory learns for once and tried to counter his springboard over the top rope and try to reverse it, but ultimately he lost anyway.
I'm pretty sure I was driving at that point while listening to it through my phone on my speakers, but if I remember right, he put his knees up or something
he put his knees up and countered him, rolled up, tried to do the A-Town down, but he reversed it. Ray reversed it, rolled him up, and pinned him.
Yeah, and then
so that was okay. I think until Theory changes gimmicks, he will continue to be bad.
Yeah.
Regardless of how well he does in the ring, he'll continue to be bad. That's just, it is what it is.
And then
it's one of those things where it's very similar. Theory is in John Cena's ruthless aggression age. He has to.
Yeah.
His Austin Theory, his A-Town down shit. It's not him.
No.
And the crowd will continue. The WWE universe will continue to hate him until he figures out who he is, exactly like John did.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying Austin Theory is the next John Cena. I'm not saying that.
Oh no. Well, if that's the case, Roman Reigns. Who else? I mean, there's a whole fucking list.
Austin Theory is his own person, but it's what he's doing now. It just is not. It's not working. But moving on, The Miz and LA Knight. I thought the Miz dominated that match as he usually should, but then LA Knight came out with the win. And showing the tension between LA Knight and John Cena, maybe that sets up for a future match or future feud. I hope it's not just one match, but I hope it's a feud. Just a feud, and have John Cena come back for a while. fill up time between his movies, do a little bit of a feud.
Right.
Beat him maybe, or lose, I don't know, but I don't think that would be... LA Knight is so over with the crowd right now, I don't think a feud with John Cena would do him anything.
No. I honestly think even though it's like a dream match of mine now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll probably simulate it once I get me a PlayStation 5.
But it's one of those things where I don't think it'll do anything for him like it could have somebody small. Because LA Knight is so over with the crowd, the writers just have to give him some sort of push eventually.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's going to happen with either the IC title or the US Championship.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the mid-card. That's where
Eventually.
I see him as of like right now in his career. It's just, in the mid-card for now.
It's very well possible.
I mean, this is just WWE terminology. Not
WWE theory.
But honestly, it was...
Oh, sorry, forgot to do it right.
Honestly, it was an alright match. Like, it didn't wow me or anything, but...
Sponsor us, Mountain Dew.
Sponsor us.
Anyway.
But, moving on to the next match.
Side note, I did think John Cena did pretty good as a host, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I like the segment between him and The Miz. You're 50 years old, and you still dress up like a damn Teletubby. Or the fucking comedy made about the Barbie movie. Next time Hollywood calls you
About
to
being
play
a
a mermaid,
in a Barbie movie, say no. That was great. That was a good old classic thing between The Miz and John. I liked it.
I took the woman to see the movie. I wasn't expecting to see the leader of the C Nation. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, no. No. So that's one statement I agree with The Miz on. Next time Hollywood calls you and tells you to play a merman, no.
Say no.
And then, oh my god. But the whole Judgment Day winning the unified tag titles, I don't know how I feel about that.
I think it's because Sami Zayn's probably going to spend some time off camera now because of his elbow injury, because there was no way they got it's basically like what John had to do when he put Daniel over by having Daniel beat him for the title with his fucked up elbow.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like, what, 2014?
Yeah.
Good God.
But he did have that injury, and the swelling went down, but I don't think it fully went away.
Oh, no.
Which is really sad because Kevin Owens came back just for that match to lose, and then botched one of the spots. Like, he about fucking, broke his tailbone.
Yeah.
Is what I saw. I don't know if you were watching that match.
Oh, I mean, here and there. I was more listening than anything. But
well, he laid Dominic out on a table out on one of the
and
ramps.
then he did the swanton.
Swanton off of the ramp, off of the railing, clear up, and he missed the table. I mean, his upper back hit Dom on the table, on his front, his face.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how did he end up going from this to this. Anyway. But he landed with his upper back up on the table, but then his whole legs and back just flopped down onto the concrete. It hurt. It looked like it hurt.
It's just the whole fucking, I think it was Michael Cole said it best, the whole whack-a-mole situation. You get rid of one member and then another member pops up, and then...
And then JD McDonough coming out just please, God, no, stop it. It's good. It would have been good if the Judgment Day just kind of did their thing. Mm-hmm. Typical. Dominic Mysterio comes out, and Dominic Mysterio was the MVP for the fucking Judgment Day the entire night. Let's admit it. He was the MVP for the Judgment Day the entire night.
He won the tag titles.
He won Rhea her match.
It's just...
He took a massive beating all night for no reason.
I was going to keep talking over here right now.
But he did it by himself, the whole match, but I don't get it. I mean, I guess it was to prove that they already were showing signs of the Judgment Day, causing problems and breaks and, cracks in the Judgment Day to split them up and have Damian focus on his money in the bank. or Finn Balor working with JD McDonough. But it turns out they were on the same page for one night just to win the tag titles and completely screw that over and blow that into the wind. Like, oh yeah, they were having problems, but they're fine now because they won the tag titles. But Damian Priest is still holding the Money in the Bank briefcase like Finn Balor had a problem with and said it was causing them problems.
Yeah.
Where'd that go?
Out the window.
Into the wind.
Like a rolling down the street. Like a turd in the wind.
That was great.
Had to fucking quote Venom right there.
Yes. But, yeah, where'd that go? And then come to find out, then when Rhea has her match against Raquel, when Rhea and Raquel have her match, and have it be a really good match. I mean, that was a solid match.
Oh, yeah.
But the one thing I had is, why have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn do all that stuff with, like, Pittsburgh Penguins? Because that's usually what happens with teams that, like, do that. They win.
Yeah.
Because they're shouting out to the Pittsburgh crowd. Even, like, the LWO came out with the PWO shirts, like the Pittsburgh World Order shirts, which that was pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But, having them do that, and then Michael Cole being a moron and saying that they have the Pittsburgh Steelers jerseys on.
I heard that. I'm like, oh.
I was like, you moron. Even, not Michael Cole.
Corey Graves.
Yeah, Corey Graves said that. Then Michael Cole was like, that's the Pittsburgh Penguins, moron. He was like, yeah, moron. Yeah, Corey. The Pittsburgh Penguins, not the Steelers, dipshit. It just, having all that happen, beating them with the hockey sticks.
And then having them lose.
All because Dominic Mysterio had to come in with the briefcase and just,
Yeah, it looked like such a shitty fucking hit, too.
It was a really bad hit.
It was like...
Because Zayn flushed that haluva kick. You pinned him. He had him. Hi. Anyway, temporary baby moment.
Everybody meet Lil Natsu.
Yes, you can see him slightly on the screen.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But, yeah, and then having Rhea come out with Raquel, having a wonderful match. I mean, that was a solid match. Having Raquel do some of her really good moves. Rhea sometimes showing like she may not have what it takes to beat Raquel. And then flushing the end down the toilet by having Dom come out, get hit by Raquel, and have Rhea hitting the riptide, and then pinning Raquel.
Like, it's just getting boring at this point.
It is stupid. It is pointless. The WWE has broken her title reign down to mere nothing.
Yeah.
That is the one defense she's had of that title in what, months?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless
she's been.
What was last month? Last month would have been.
She didn't even have a title defense at that one because she was out for the Judgment Day.
Right.
Because lately she's been the mommy of the Judgment Day, saying, "You guys need to figure it out."
Yeah.
You guys need to figure it out. And she's been worrying about that. Then she's been more influenced in Dominic's crap.
Yeah.
And then just to have the one title defense she's had, and then have Dominic come out and win her the title and interfere again? Like, stop. Just stop.
No biggie.
The one thing I was kind of hoping to see, not gonna lie, me personally, was seeing if Liv was healthy enough.
Yeah.
To either, I wanted to see you go him both ways. Not gonna lie, to see her join like the Judgment Day for having like another woman on there. Have her come out and all like in a black attire and turn on Raquel and have her surprised and beat the title. I would have loved that. Seeing a return for Liv for Brutality.
Yeah.
Bring back the women's titles and to Raw and have her have the heavyweight title and the tag title.
See that?
That would that would have been great. That would have been lovely. But because anybody who tags with Raquel at this point, let's face it, gets injured.
Yeah.
Every time.
Or she gets injured.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense at all. But then now I think you could probably take more of an understanding for them when it comes to the Shinsuke and Seth Rollins match, because I didn't see it.
I guess like a short summary of it was Shinsuke was on his fucking A game. I love the way they're incorporating him as like some sort of manga main antagonist. Ow. And I mean, both performers did really well, don't get me wrong. And I think the whole back issue with Seth Rollins was just part for the story.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
He definitely has back issues.
Oh, yeah.
He's
just like every other wrestler. But I think they milked it for the story, which is fine. I don't care.
It don't matter.
It just adds flavor to the match. And I mean, so you saw like Seth Rollins doing all these moves, but then he would sit there and hesitate with some of them or he'd switch them up completely. Like instead of doing his, what was it? Some sort of thing off the top rope into the Falcon Arrow.
Okay.
He did a Hurricanrana.
Okay.
Off the top rope. And, I mean, Shinsuke took his ass down.
Okay.
But I honestly believe Shinsuke should have won that. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, they're building up a more defense-oriented Seth Rollins, which is, I get it.
What are you doing?
If anybody can hold that title on for a long time, for a little bit of a time, until Roman finally loses his title, it's Seth Rollins. It's Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. So that was Payback. Moving on to my, I've been playing Baldur's Gate for the last 3 days. I'm going to make a new character and do a run-through of Baldur's Gate for you guys, for YouTube.
And then hopefully I'll be getting a setup here soon.
Get it set up, and then we do, if you get a PlayStation, then we do, you can do multiplayer playthroughs. So we do that.
I do have my Elgato.
Yes. Get a PS5, goddammit.
So, honestly, all I would need is a new laptop.
Yeah. But anyway, it is one of the most angering, saddening, cruel, crushing, but makes you feel so good when you finally level up and when you grind. And then you get the good feeling of beating an entire group of goblins, only to find out you probably screwed up because now you have another 20 plus goblins on you as soon as you walk through the door and realize you fucked up. Yeah, it's Baldur's Gate 3. It is one of the greatest representations of Baldur's Gate, of D&D in a video game, because to feel the chance of like trying to persuasion check somebody into like not going into a peaceful route and making them think you're good, like you're on their side, and having a difficulty level of 15 and getting a nat 1 on your roll check for persuasion and realizing you fucked it. Alright, little kid, you royally screwed the pooch.
Just flushed it down the drain.
And you can't do anything anymore because you ruined that persuasion check, so he don't believe you at all. Yeah, that's a great feeling. And to hit the nat 20 a couple times on some of those checks where you're just like, yes, it is wonderful. Really good feeling. And to have some of your choices determine whether or not some of your companions and some of your people you come with you approve or disapprove of it, or if they like you or hate you, is really nice. Really good addition. It just, overall, it is a very, very solid game.
He's trying to climb.
Now, I haven't made it very far. I'm still trying to get to Act 2 in my personal character to see how it goes, but
Yeah.
I've reached an impasse where I'm a level 4. I need to be at least a level 5 or 6. and I screwed up one of the quest lines for one of the characters. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
I look like an NBA player after our game.
So now I need to go through and explore as much as possible and try and find anywhere else to get XP, or just kind of rush it and realize that I just need to kill through as many enemies as possible. It's not a fun feeling, but I'm ready for it.
I'm sure I'll get a lot of
slowly
Snapchats.
dying inside, but I'm ready for it. After trying 20 times to defeat the main group of people, only to realize there's 6 more on the side, and then about 20 more through the door, I'm just like, long rest, go to camp. Save. Whew. Okay, got that part out of the way. It's good.
Do you got any opinions?
Yeah, do you have any opinions, sir?
No.
That's a great opinion. I like that opinion. He's great.
Doing good.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing gameplay of that coming soon.
I guess this is a kind of like a filler episode. Because that's kind of what Payback was a filler episode
Yes.
for PLE.
We totally forgot the most important news.
Huh.
Jey Uso coming back and
shit.
being on the main roster for Raw. And Cody Rhodes coming out with the Grayson Waller effect to announce, I pulled all my juice out and I got main event Jey Uso on the roster for Raw.
And then leaving Grayson Waller knocked the fuck out in the middle of the ring.
Super kicked his teeth out. As soon as one of those Usos stands sideways like this, you know you about to get your teeth knocked out.
Like,
And you just see him. As soon as I saw him step sideways and kind of load up, I was like, he loading. You better watch your teeth. And he got smacked. His teeth went up into row 6. But having them have completely different theme songs now, and having main event Jey Uso as a face,
Yeah.
and Jimmy Uso as the heel for SmackDown, and being one of those guys that everybody hates around there, and that Roman Reigns, Solo, and Paul don't think he's that guy,
Yeah.
is going to be a great addition to the story. Because seeing on SmackDown before this, seeing Jimmy Uso sitting there, and then Solo says, we tell you when you're out of the bloodline, when we say you're out. And he's like, you guys can't tell me nothing. Walking around thinking everybody thinks he's all that, and he's not. It just...
I'll let you finish.
We're going to end it here anyway, so...
I got
yeah. So you'll be seeing Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay pretty soon. I'll make a character tonight. Probably gonna make a barbarian because I made a ranger for my personal character. Yeah. So without further ado, we don't have anything else to add. So you'll be seeing another video soon. Without further ado, we will see you all in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Deuces.